University Challenge. Asking the questions, Amol Rajan.
Hello and welcome to University Challenge, where another two student teams are about to face their first starter for 10. They need to win this match to be certain of a place in the next round. If they lose, they'll need to have scored at least 145 points to avoid elimination and keep themselves in with a chance of advancing via the repechage at the end of the round. Trinity Hall, Cambridge was founded in 1350 by the Bishop of Norwich, who needed a way to rebuild his clergy in the wake of the Black Death. It was established initially as a college of scholars of the canon and civil law, and its original statutes required all students to meet on 3 evenings a week to hold legal disputes among themselves. Rachel Weisz, Marshall McLuhan and Stephen Hawking have all studied there, and it's won our Christmas series once, but hasn't appeared in this version of the competition since 2008. Let's meet this year's team from Trinity Hall, Cambridge.
Hi, I'm Taimur Taj. I'm from London and I'm a third year studying astrophysics.
Hi, my name's Jake Bransgrove. I'm originally from Auckland, New Zealand, and I'm studying towards a PhD in history.
And their captain?
Hi, I'm Jeffrey Oprey. I'm originally from Margraten in the Netherlands, and I'm studying for a PhD in mathematical physics.
Hello, I'm Shannon Gilbert. I'm from Brechwe in South Wales, and I'm studying a PhD in Chinese studies.
The London School of Economics was founded in 1895 following a bequest from lawyer Henry Hutchinson to the Fabian Society, requesting that £20,000 be spent on socialist projects and propaganda. It was set up in 2 rented ground floor rooms in Clerkenwell, and from those beginnings has produced notable alumni from across the political spectrum, including Kwame Nkrumah, Kim Campbell and Thomas Piketty. Tonight marks the LSE's 15th appearance on this programme, and its best run to date has been on the 1995-96 series when it finished runner-up. Let's meet the team representing the LSE tonight.
Hi, I'm Ryan Sharp. I'm from Oakville, Ontario, Canada, and I'm studying history and philosophy.
Hi, I'm Cormac Byrne. I'm from Ireland and Canada, and I'm doing a master's in the history of international relations.
And their captain.
Hi, I'm Andy Huff. I'm from Houston, Texas, and I'm studying international social and public policy.
Hi, I'm Catherine Tan. I'm from Lexington, Massachusetts, and I'm a third year studying anthropology and global studies.
Welcome to University Challenge. You all know the rules, don't you? Yeah. Shall we crack on? Here we go. Fingers on buzzers. Here's your first starter for 10. Good luck. The title figure of an early film by Derek Jarman and a favourite subject of Renaissance artists. What early Christian saint, said by tradition...
Trinity Hall, Gilbert.
St. Sebastian.
It is St. Sebastian. Well done. Your 3 questions for you, Trinity Hall, on novels that have a single letter as their title. Comprising of a number of interconnected vignettes, 1963's V is the debut novel of which American author? Its 3rd chapter was an adaptation of his earlier story, Under the Rose, which would later be republished in the collection Slow Learner.
It's Thomas Pynchon.
Thomas Pynchon?
Correct. The 2013 novel Z by Therese Fowler is a fictionalisation of the life of which American writer and socialite? Also the subject of a 1970 biography by Nancy Milford. This writer's own works include the 1932 novel Save Me the Waltz.
Zelda Fitzgerald.
Yep, featuring thinly veiled fictionalisations of Edie Sedgwick, Paul Morrissey and Lou Reed. The 1968 work A Novel is by which visual artist, based on interviews he conducted with one of his superstars, Ondine?
That's Warhol. Yeah, it's Warhol superstars. Andy Warhol.
Andy Warhol.
Correct, yeah. Let's start the question. Following a preparatory meeting in Cairo earlier that year, a 1961 summit held in Belgrade was the first official conference of what international organisation?
LSE Huff.
The non-aligned movement?
It is indeed. Well done. Your 3 bonuses, LSE, are on the office of Mayor of Paris. The office of Paris Mayor was abolished between 1871 and 1977 until the election of which figure? He held the position for almost 20 years before serving 2 terms as president.
Sure. Okay.
I'll nominate.
77.
Yeah. Nominate Byrne.
Chirac.
It was Jacques Chirac, yeah. In 2014, which Spanish-born socialist became the first woman to be elected mayor of Paris? She won a 2nd term in 2020.
Hidalgo.
Hidalgo. Okay. Nominate Byrne.
Hidalgo.
Yes, it is. Well done. Finally, Bertrand Delanoë took office in 2001 and 6 years later introduced the Vélib programme that encouraged Parisians and tourists to rent what?
Those are just going to be bikes, I think.
Yeah. Bikes.
It is indeed, yeah. Let's start the question. The projective transformations which leave an n-dimensional hypersphere invariant form a group named after which German mathematician? He also gives his name to a function in number theory that is defined as the sum of the primitive nth roots of unity, as well as...
Trinity Hall après.
Riemann.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. As well as the simplest non-orientable surface, a so-called strip with only one side.
LSE Huff.
Mobius.
It is Mobius, yes. Your bonuses are 3 questions on Japanese history. The Battle of the Uji River in 1180 was an early engagement in the Genpei War. Name either of the 2 warrior clans represented by the name Genpei. Their leaders included Yoritomo and Kiyomori.
So Hideyoshi.
Yeah, Hideyoshi, go with that.
Hideyoshi.
No, the 2 clans are Minamoto and Taira. In 1904, Japan defeated Russia at the Battle of the Yalu River. This river forms the border between what 2 present-day countries?
Okay, so Yalu is, I think, China and North Korea.
I think so.
Is that...
China and North Korea.
Correct. In 1939, the USSR defeated Japan at the Khalkhin-Gol, or Halha River, at the border of the Japanese puppet state of Manchukuo. And what country?
Could that be Russia?
Yeah.
No, well, Russia was in the second part. South Korea? Mongolia.
Mongolia.
It is indeed. Well worked out, yes. Picture round now. For your picture starter, you'll see a definition in French of a French term that is in common use in English. For 10 points, simply give me this term.
LSE Shop.
Coup d'etat.
It is coup d'etat. Well worked out, yeah. Following the definition of coup d'etat that you saw for your picture starter, your picture bonuses are 3 more definitions of loan words concerning political or military matters that originate in other European languages. 5 points for each word you can identify. First, this Spanish word.
It's a junta, I think. Junta.
No, that was the definition of a guerrilla.
Oh.
Second, this German word.
Something like realpolitik.
Yeah. Okay. Nominate Bern.
Realpolitik.
Yeah, well worked out. Finally, this Italian word.
Manifesto.
Yeah, that sounds...
Manifesto. Yeah. Manifesto.
Correct. Let's start the question. What 6-letter word is the first word of a sonnet by John Keats that continues, "Would I were steadfast as that..."
Trinity Hall Gilbert.
Right.
Well done. It is indeed. Your bonuses, Trinity Hall, are 3 questions on insects belonging to the order Hemiptera, sometimes known as true bugs. Which insect family includes over 3,000 species notable for their loud singing, particularly during hot periods? Whilst most species are annual, several North American species have synchronized periodicity, emerging en masse every 13 or 17 years.
That's cicadas, isn't it?
Cicadas?
Yes, sometimes written as 2 words, sometimes as a single compound word. What common name is given to the species in the family Cimicidae that feed on human blood? They have flat, reddish-brown bodies around 5 millimetres long.
No, flat, reddish-brown bodies. They're leeches. No,
Not
they're not.
insects, sometimes tick, maybe, of some sort.
That's still right. Something tick.
Blood tick. Grass tick.
No, it's bedbugs. Which large insect group are notable in that females routinely give birth to live young without the intervention of a male? A common garden pest, they are frequent prey for ladybirds.
Aphids.
Aphids.
It is aphids, yes, well done. Now start the question. In a 2003 article, Margaret Costa argued that which painting was intended as a memorial for Costanza Trenta, a merchant's wife who had died in childbirth the year before the painting was...
LSE Bern.
The Angelus.
Now, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. Before the painting was completed. Costa's account of this painting conflicts with that of Erwin Panofsky, whose claim that it represents a marriage contract gave this painting one of its common names.
Trinity Hall Bransgrove.
Mona Lisa.
No, it's the Arnolfini portrait, or the Arnolfini wedding. Now start the question. Which Caribbean country's cuisine makes extensive use of a flavour base known as epis, a rough puree of...
Trinity Hall Taj.
Haiti.
It is Haiti, well done. 3 questions for you, Trinity Hall, on economic anthropology. Born in Vienna in 1886, which economic anthropologist argued that applying traditional economic theories to social, non-industrial societies was flawed in his book, The Great Transformation, leading to the development of substantivism?
That's not Webster. The Great Transformation. I can't remember his name, sorry.
Sam Webb.
No, it's Carl Polanyi. Marshall Salin's substantivist essay collection, Stone Age Economics, suggests that the simple satisfaction of wants in a hunter-gatherer society made them the original example of what two-word concept coined in a namesake 1958 book by John Kenneth Galbraith?
Simple satisfaction of the wants.
Hunter-gatherer? No.
Come on.
Hunter-gatherer.
No. Galbraith wrote The Affluent Society. Finally, which student of Marshall Salin's is known for works of economic anthropology, including Debt, the First 5,000 Years, and The Utopia of Rules, as well as helping develop the Occupy Wall Street slogan, We Are the 99%?
Is that Piketty?
No, that's not Piketty. I can't give it to you, though.
Think of his surname.
Webb.
It's David Graeber. Now, let's start the question. In Laura Mulvey's landmark essay, Visual Pleasure and Narrative Cinema, what film of 1954 does she describe as a metaphor for the cinema? Because its main character, L.B. Jeffries, quote, is the audience, the events in the apartment block opposite his correspond to the screen.
Trinity Hall, Bransgrove.
Rear Window.
It is Rear Window. Well done. 3 questions for you, Trinity Hall, on the plays of Tom Stoppard. In the 1974 play Travesties, British consular official Henry Carr recalls his interactions with Tristan Tzara, Vladimir Lenin and James Joyce during World War I, when all were living in which Central European city?
I think it's Vienna. Vienna?
No, it was Zurich, the home of Dada. Which English classicist and poet, born 1859, is the principal character of the 1997 play The Invention of Love? It focuses on his time at Oxford University and his relationship with fellow student Moses Jackson.
Keat? What did you say? Keat? No.
That's weird.
Is it Forster?
Nominate Bransgrove.
Ian Forster.
No, it's A.E. Houseman. Which romantic poet is an unseen but frequently mentioned character in Stoppard's Arcadia? In the play's 1809 scenes, he is referenced as a friend of Septimus Hodge, while in the present-day scenes, Bernard is investigating a duel he may have fought.
Byron? Could be Byron.
Byron.
It is Byron, yeah. 5 points in it. Bruce Merrifield was awarded the 1984 Nobel Prize in Chemistry for developing a solid-phase synthetic method used originally and most commonly to produce which biomolecules? His method uses polymer beads as a framework to grow controlled sequences of amino acids.
Trinity Hall, Taj.
Proteins?
Yeah, we'll take that. Your bonuses are on concepts in physics, usually represented by an uppercase H. In astrophysics, an uppercase H with a subscript 0 is used to denote a constant relating to the...
Double constant?
Yes. In thermodynamics, an uppercase H is used to represent what property of a thermodynamic system defined as the sum of its internal energy and the product of its pressure and volume?
Is that Helmholtz?
Helmholtz free energy.
Helmholtz free energy.
No, it's enthalpy. Finally, an uppercase H is also the symbol of which SI-derived unit named after an American scientist. It is the unit of inductance.
Henry.
It is Henry. Well done. Music round now. And for your music starter, you'll hear an excerpt from an opera of 1914. For 10 points, name the composer.
Trinity Hall, Taj.
Puccini?
No, you can hear a bit more LSE, but you can't confer, and you can't have that long either. Come on.
LSE Huff.
No, it's Igor Stravinsky. We'll take your music bonuses in a moment. What is the single word common name of the plant Dianthus caryophyllus that appears in the title of a painting of the Madonna attributed to Leonardo da Vinci?
Trinity Hall, Gilbert.
The Lily.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. As well as in the name of the 1974 revolution that ended the Estado Novo regime in Portugal.
LSE Huff.
Carnation.
It is Carnation, yes. For your music starter, you heard an excerpt from Stravinsky's The Nightingale, inspired by the Hans Christian Andersen story of the same name. For your music bonuses, you'll hear 3 more pieces of classical music inspired by the works of Hans Christian Andersen. Again, I just want the name of the composer in each case. First, this lead from 1840.
Schubert. It's a lead. Schubert.
No, it's Schumann. Bad luck. Robert Schumann. Next, this song from a 1901 opera that drew on one of Andersen's stories.
Nominate 10.
Donizetti.
No, that was by Dvorak from Rusalka. Finally, this piece from 1865.
Anyone have anything? We don't know.
That was by Grieg. Now, start the question. What is the only region of Italy to have neither a coastline nor a border with another country? Its largest...
Trinity Hall, Bransgrove.
Sardinia.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. You can hear a bit more of the question. You may not confer. Its largest body of water, Lake Trasimeno, lies near its border with Tuscany, around 10 miles west of this region's capital, Perugia.
LSE Shop.
Umbria.
It is Umbria, yes. Your bonuses are on ancient Roman authors. The philosopher Seneca the Younger and the prose author Petronius Arbiter took their own lives during the reign of which emperor following the failed conspiracy of Piso?
Just Nero?
That makes sense.
I think it's just Nero.
Nero.
Yes. Noted for his epigrams, the poet Martial died during the reign of which Roman ruler, the second of the 5 good emperors?
Hadrian? Trajan?
Which one do you think?
Trajan.
Nominate Byrne.
Trajan.
Yes, Trajan is correct. Finally, the lyric poet Horace and the epic poet Virgil died during the reign of which emperor?
It's Augustus,
Is
right?
this Augustus?
Yeah, Augustus.
Yes. Let's start the question. The essay Algeria Unveiled appears in whose 1959 book A Dying Colonialism, which documents the Algerian War? During the...
Trinity Hall, Bransgrove.
Frans Fanon.
It's Frans Fanon, yes indeed. 3 questions on the German-American sculptor Elisabeth Ney. In the 1860s, Ney was appointed as the personal sculptor of which Bavarian king, a patron of the arts who began the construction of Neuschwanstein Castle? I need the name and regnal number.
It's Ludwig II, I think.
Ludwig II.
Well done. In the 1890s, Ney created sculptures of which 2 leading figures in the establishment of the Republic of Texas? Both give their names to major cities in the modern state, and I simply need their surnames.
Houston and Austin. Why don't I just check with...
What about Dallas?
Houston and Austin.
Sam Houston and Austin?
Houston and Austin.
Is correct. Part of the collection of the Smithsonian and interpreted as being partly self-referential, a 1905 marble sculpture by Ney depicts which Shakespearean character in a sleepwalking pose?
Macbeth sleepwalks. But
No,
that
no,
would be an odd
she's
choice.
a female.
Ophelia.
No, it's Lady Macbeth. Now let's start the question. Set to music by Benjamin Britten, Wilfred Owen's poem The Parable of the Old Man and the Young concerns which biblical father and son? The poem diverges from the biblical narrative, stating in its final lines that the father, rather than sacrificing...
LSE Burn.
Abraham and Isaac.
It is indeed, yes. Your bonuses are on the Dravidian language family. With approximately 80 million native speakers in India, what is the most widely spoken Dravidian language in the country? As of the last census in 2011, it's an official language of the Indian states of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana.
Is it Telugu? It's Telugu.
Yeah.
Telugu.
Yes. Which southern Dravidian language is the official language of the state of Karnataka? The language has a literary tradition dating back to 850 CE, early instances of which are primarily poems by writers from the Jain faith.
It's just Kannada.
Yeah.
Canada.
Yes.
Nominate Sharp.
Canada.
Yeah, usually pronounced Kannada, but we'll take that, yeah. Which Dravidian language is one of the 4 official languages of Singapore, despite being spoken at home by only about 2.5% of the population?
Tamil.
Malayalam.
Malayalam, you think?
Yeah.
Or you Malayalam?
No, it's Tamil. Bad luck. Let's start the question. In cell biology, the structure of what eukaryotic organelle is maintained by the GM130 protein? This organelle consists of several flattened membrane-enclosed discs called cisternae, is involved in the glycosylation and packaging of proteins into secretory vesicles.
LSE Hub.
Golgi body?
Yes, there's a Golgi apparatus. Your bonuses, LSE, are 3 questions on the halogens. Which halogen element is a reddish-brown liquid at room temperature, having a melting point of around -7 degrees Celsius?
Bromine. Bromine?
Yes. Which of the halogen elements has the highest electronegativity and the highest first ionization energy?
Fluorine. Fluorine.
Yes. Which transuranic element assigned to the halogen group was officially named after an American state in 2016?
So, tennessine. Are there others?
That sounds right. Nominate Sharp.
Tennessine.
Yes, well done. Let's start the question. Picture round now. And for your picture starter, you're going to see a portrait. For 10 points, name the artist.
Trinity Hall, Bransgrove.
Courbet.
No, you can have a bit more time, but you may not confer.
LSE Burn.
Gainsborough.
No, it's Joshua Reynolds. We'll take your picture bonuses in a moment. That's a painful miss, bad luck. Now the start of the question. Following the dissolution of a union with a neighbouring country and a plebiscite in favour of a monarchy, what country invited Prince Carl, the son-in-law of Edward VII, to become its king in 1905? In 1940, he formed a government in exile in London. When his country was invaded...
LSE Shop.
Norway.
It is Norway, yes. For your picture starter, LSE, you saw Joshua Reynolds' portrait of 17th and 18th century actor Sarah Siddons as the tragic muse. For your picture bonuses, 3 more paintings of actors. And again, I want the name of the artist of each for 5 points. First, this artist.
Could be Hals.
You good? Just you.
Nominate Byrne.
Hals.
No, it's Antoine Watteau. Secondly, this German artist.
Kandinsky, German.
No.
No.
Take your time.
Come on.
Dix.
No, it's Kirchner. Lastly.
That's just Sargent.
Sargent.
It is Sargent, yes. Let's start the question. Published posthumously in 1634, the novel Somnium, in which a boy and his mother travel to the moon, was written by which scientist? Like the boy in the story, he was apprenticed to Tycho Brahe before being appointed as a mathematical advisor to the court of...
LSE Huff.
Copernicus.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. To the court of Emperor Rudolph II.
Trinity Hall, Taj.
Kepler.
It is Johannes Kepler, yes. Your bonuses, Trinity Hall, are on world capitals and textiles. The animal fibre mohair is derived from a breed of goat that takes its name from the archaic form of the name of which capital city?
Ankara.
Yes. Related to bananas, the abaca tree is the source of a fibre named for which Asian capital city? It is used to make paper, notably used in envelopes and folders, as well
Manila?
as... Yes. Which capital city gives its name to a type of patterned textile with 1 set each of warps and wefts, producing a lustrous satin field over which a less vibrant pattern is woven? It was introduced to Europe by Crusaders returning from the Near East.
That sounds like Damascus. Maybe. What do you think?
Damascus.
Yes. Let's start the question. Hope, blood, and the name of the title character are the answers to 3 riddles posed to the Prince Calaf in which opera by Puccini, left unfinished at the composer's death?
LSE 10.
Turandot.
It is. Your bonuses are 3 questions on an African country. Major cities of which African country include Ibadan in the southwest and Kano, a former Hausa kingdom of the northern savannah?
Nigeria.
Nigeria.
Yes, Nigeria's largest city, Lagos, is located approximately 80 kilometres east of Porto Novo, the capital of which neighbouring country?
Benin.
Benin.
Yes, Enugu in southeastern Nigeria was briefly the capital of what short-lived breakaway state that declared independence in 1967?
Biafra.
Yeah.
Biafra.
Yes, now start the question. In the 13th century, Muhammad I founded the Nasrid dynasty that ruled what kingdom? An adversary of Castile that was the last Muslim state on the...
Trinity Hall, Bransgrove.
Andalusia.
Now I'm afraid you lose 5 points. On the Iberian Peninsula, it shares its name with the inland city that is the location of the Alhambra.
LSE Shop.
Cordoba.
Nope, it's Granada. Let's start the question. An egg, a roasted lamb shank bone, parsley, horseradish, a mixture of cooked apples and nuts, and 3 pieces of matzo are typical inclusions during...
Passover.
LSE Huff.
Passover.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. During what ritual meal held during Passover?
Trinity Hall, Taj.
Seder.
It is Seder, yes. Your bonuses, Trinity Hall, are on question words in Latin. From the Latin for how often, what term is used in mathematics to describe the result obtained by dividing one quantity by another?
Quotient.
Yes, derived from a word meaning what kind in Latin, what term is used in philosophy and cognitive science for the phenomenal experiences that comprise the subjective feel of conscious existence? For example, the taste of ice cream or the sound of a gong.
Quality.
No, it's qualia. Finally, from the Latin for how much, what term in theoretical physics was introduced by Max Planck and developed by Niels Bohr Einstein?
Quantum.
Yes. Let's start the question. Which 10-letter adjective can precede both of the following? Property, in philosophy, to denote a circumstance in which if A equals...
LSE ban.
Fundamental.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. If A equals B and B equals C, then A equals C, and...
Associativity.
No, it's transitive. Now, let's start the question. Major cities on which island include Balikpapan on the Makassar Strait, Pontianak, a little inland from the South China Sea, Kuching...
LSE shop.
Borneo.
It is Borneo, yes. Your bonuses are on American television series that premiered in the US in 1999. In each case, I want you to identify the series from the titles of some of its early episodes. First, 46 Long, Denial, Anger, Acceptance, I Dream of Jeannie Cusimano.
I think that's The Sopranos.
Nominate Byrne.
The Sopranos?
Yes. Secondly, A Proportional Response, The Crackpots and These Women, Mr. Willis of Ohio.
The winners of what?
Willis of Ohio.
I have no idea.
Yeah, this doesn't ring any bells.
Is that like
Come on.
Entourage.
Nominate Sharp.
No.
No, it's The West Wing. Finally, I Roommate, My Three Sons, Hell is Other Robots.
Futurama.
Yeah.
Futurama.
Yes, now start the question. Answer as soon as you buzz. What three numbers make up the second smallest primitive Pythagorean triple, the smallest being 3, 4, 5?
LSE huff.
5, 12, 13.
It is, well done. Your bonuses are on geographical extremities. In each case, name the constituent country of the UK in which the following are located. St Agnes is the southernmost populated island of which of the home nations?
England, I think.
Okay. England?
Yes. Located close to Chemyce Bay, the uninhabited Middle Mouse, or St Patrick's Island, is the northernmost point of which constituent country?
So Northern Ireland, probably. St Patrick.
Okay. Northern Ireland?
No, it's Wales. The northernmost point of which constituent country is on Rathlin Island?
That's Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
Okay. Northern Ireland?
Yes. Now start the question. What name is given to the group of diving waterfowl that includes the smew, the red-breasted merganser, and the goosander, in reference to their serrated beaks?
Trinity Hall Gilbert.
Shearwaters?
No. Anyone from LSE?
LSE shop.
Razorbill.
No, it's sawbill ducks. Bad luck. Now start the question. Accused of flinging a pot of paint in the public space.
LSE ban.
Whistler.
It is James McNeill Whistler. Well done. 3 questions on the Byzantine Empire. Known as the First or the Thracian, which emperor gives his name to the dynasty that followed the Theodosian in 457?
Justinian. I have no idea.
I like that as an answer.
And at the gong, Trinity all of 135 and LSE of 215. Well, the answer to the last one was Leo, or the Leonid dynasty. Trinity, I'm so sorry, but you're fantastically entertaining, and you came across as humongously clever, so I hope you had a good time. Was it vaguely enjoyable?
Yes.
not the last 2 minutes, maybe, but it's been wonderful having you. Thank you so much. LSE, I mean, 215 is a magnificent score, and you ran away with it a bit at the end, but it was a very tight match until then. Well done. We shall see you again. And I hope we shall see you again as well for another first-round match. But until then, it is goodbye from Trinity Hall, Cambridge.
Goodbye.
Bye.
It's goodbye from LSE.
Bye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.